Yo, what's up guys, Walking here, back with another Deepwoken video, and ever since I posted, Oaths got changed a lot. Jet Striker got revamped, Vision Shaper got revamped too, even Fade Trimmer got changed a little bit, Fade Trimmer got buffed, so I just thought I wanted to make a Deepwoken Oath tier list for you guys, and yeah, enough yapping, let's just jump straight into the video. Starting off with Arcw. Now, Arcw used to be a really good Oath, you know, but ever since they nerfed Storm's Eye, and now Storm's Eye has no bullets, you don't really see as many Arcwarders, because usually they would go hybrid builds with like Arcw and what's that one? That one hybrid monster too. I forgot its name, but you know what I'm talking about. It was honestly pretty good, but now there's just better options for being tanky, like Vision Shaper, because Vision Shaper's domain makes you take less damage. Silent Heart also. Silent Heart is very strong, and Salt Canist too for like potions to heal. So honestly, Arcw, I'm going to be placing it into B tier. It kind of fell off, and it's not as strong as it used to be, but it's still an okay option depending on your build. Next up, we have Blind Seer. Now, Blind Seer, similarly to Arcw, was kind of relying on a weapon. That weapon was LFT. LFT was very strong with Blind Seer, as both of them did really well and with high amounts of willpower. But ever since LFT got gutted and now it has a light requirement, you don't really see as many Blind Seers anymore because of that. And honestly, the moves aren't that good. Having Tranquil Circle was fine, but now LFT needs light. So your Tranquil Circle M1s aren't going to be doing as much damage when you have to disperse your stats. So I'm going to be putting Blind Seer in B tier 2. I'm going to put it behind Arcw just because it's not as versatile as the Arc Suit. Now we have Contractor. Contractor, in my opinion, is a very strong Oath. I'm thinking maybe S tier, if not S tier, probably top of A tier. It's because this Oath has a counter that combo starts, and Judgment. It's an instant grip, and it also does high damage. It's really strong. Also, what's that one thing? The Owl Slash clone, what's it called? Lord Slice. It's also really good if you just want to knock people into Storm and Chime. So it's good if you want to cheese the ranks. I don't know. I'm going to be putting it into, I think, top of A tier. I think just it doesn't really have that many good passives though that come with the Oath. Like in comparison to Dawnwalker, how you get a damage boost along with mantras, it's kind of lacking on talents. That's why Contractor is going to be A tier. If it had talents, it would be S tier, but yeah. Now, Dawnwalker, I think, is going to be the first S tier Oath in this tier list. Now, Dawnwalker is really versatile. It has a TP combo starter known as Radiant Kick. Also comes with talents. Every time you're hit with a Shadow Mantra, your Mantras become empowered for literally no reason. You have a chance to just do 75% more damage for literally no reason. You have a Guard Break with Hyper Armor, and it's also good in PvE. That one Breakdance thing, it's also really good in, like, I think Diluvian Mechanism and also Hell Mode. So I think Dawnwalker is going to be going into S tier because of this, and yeah. Now, I think Fade Trimmer is a pretty mid Oath, honestly, and you should only really be going it if you have like a build you don't even care about in the first place. It has hair products, which I guess is okay. You can charm your opponent, ignite them, or you can heal your teammates. But the mantras itself, on paper, they seem good. Like, one looks like a triple slash, and then one's like a combo starter, like Engager, I guess. But like, they have so much end lag that it's really hard to use in like an actual PvP scenario. So because of that, I'm going to be putting Fade Trimmer, I think, behind Arcw, but in front of Blind Seer, because Fade Trimmer did get some damage buffs, so it might be okay now, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, Jet Striker, in my opinion, is a very strong Oath. I think it's going to be the second S tier in here. This is because I think it's like I feel like it's kind of an alternative to Dawnwalker, in which like you still have like the way you can like TP onto your opponents with the kick, but instead of having different mantras like Radiant Dawn, etc., you have more mobility options like the TP and dashes and stuff like that. So because of that, I'm going to be putting Jet Striker into S tier along with Dawnwalker. It's a good alternative, and I think they're both really strong in the current meta. Now, Link Strider, I think I'm going to be placing this in C tier. This is because the links can be easily cancelled just by like a single M1 or like a mantra. If someone has a link on like their teammate, right, you can put Judgment, you can put Radiant Kick, you can literally do like Fire Palm, anything, and that cancels the link. So I'm going to be putting it in C tier. The buffs the links give don't even do that much, and the life steal part doesn't even see that much health either. So yeah, that warrants the C tier rating. Now, okay, Oathless, do not hate on me for this, but I'm going to be putting Oathless into A tier. Hear me out, okay? I think Oathless is really strong because it gives you health on one hand, and then on the other hand, damage reduction versus oaths, like any oath stuff, okay? So honestly, that puts it in A tier by itself, but it also gives you 2 wildcard slots, and those 2 wildcard slots can give you room for monsters that are in the first place stronger than oath monsters. Like, why would, for example, if I have like a light build, why would I go Dawnwalker when I can just get Oathless for the health and etc. And then I'll also just have rapid slashes too. Like, it's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but the only thing I don't like about it is that your build has to like have good monsters in the first place. But yeah. Now, Silent Heart. I think this oath is really good, but it only really shines when there's like a really broken weapon out at the time. Think of like Railblade, pre-nerf Railblade. What else? Pre-nerf Petras when the cooldown was really short. What else? I think pre-nerf, especially pre-nerf Shadow Katana, that really showed how broken Silent Heart was. But as weapons get more balanced, I think Silent Heart also gets more balanced. So I'm going to be putting Silent Heart in A tier. It has some good potential sometimes and has like good silencing with monsters, but I don't know. I think it's not as good unless there's like a really strong weapon out. Okay, for Star Kindred, I think Star Kindred is a pretty solid oath. Honestly, it has really good, it doesn't really have any talents, but all that matters is the monsters. The monsters are really strong. Celestial Assault is a really good air combo starter. Sinister Halo is a really good like combo starter in general, you know? It basically always guarantees a hit. What else? And Ascension too, honestly. Ascension can be good sometimes, especially if you have Revenge, so you can like actually get to your opponent in time while they're still down slammed. So because of this, I'm gonna be putting Star Kindred in, I think, A tier, honestly. It's pretty good most of the time. It used to be broken with like Spear, but that shit got nerfed, so. Now, I think we have the last, but definitely not least S tier in this tier list, and that would be Vision Shaper. Vision Shaper is so powerful with its clone, its counter, and its domain, where you take less damage inside your visionary realm. It's like a jack of all trades, but it's also really strong in each aspect. Honestly, good for mage builds, good for M1 builds, good for literally anything. Also a counter too, like not all oaths have a counter, okay? So I'm gonna be putting Vision Shaper, I think top of S tier, even in front of Dawnwalker. I think it's the strongest oath out right now, and if you want to be really meta, you gotta go Vision Shaper. Now our final oath, okay, Salt Chemist. Now this oath used to be really busted upon release, but things have like toned down. You can't climb while drinking potions anymore, and even in Chime, you can't even climb at all, basically. So I think that knocks down Salt Chemist a few points. And because it's not as good in Chime anymore, maybe it's still good in ganks, I don't know. But I'm going to be placing it at the top of B tier because it's really niche. The stat requirement is 75 intel, so it's really only good on specific builds. And it's not as versatile as stuff like Dawnwalker and shit like that. So yeah, top of B tier. Anyways, that's the tier list, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Only if you want to, only if you enjoyed. But anyways, I'm not forcing you guys. Be sure to join my Discord though. I would say discord.gg/walkit, but the vanity code actually expired, so it's just gonna be in the description, okay? Anyways, peace out guys, and I'll see you guys later.